I just appeared live now, and you can just see, as always, though, my face radiating with that lovely smiles. And I'm so happy. I am super happy. And I decided to just host this brief live class, to express the GMAETS 41's appreciation to you, wonderful friends and families, okay, who have steadily contributed to the continuous growth of this wonderful channel. Definitely, the GMAETS 41 couldn't have done it without the help that I received from our God and helper, Jehovah, and of course, without you, dear friends. So today, it is not just all about welcome to our live class, and so we are going to look at this and that, although we are going to look at solving question number 5 in chapter 3 of UNIZIK, Physics 102, but I've got other wonderful information to give to you guys in appreciation for, your continued support for the growth and the feat that GMAETS 41 continues to achieve. And therefore, at this moment, I am saying, welcome to join the GMAETS 41's live class. If you join this class, share the link to your friends, to your departmental WhatsApp group, to your classmate, to anyone whom you know, right? Because I want to say something very, very important. Yeah, something important. If you had seen the thumbnail of this live class, yes, a description of one of the major reasons why, this class is being hosted, you would see an appreciation of thanks. You would see an appreciation of thanks. Okay? And this is because your friends have been wonderful. Yes, you've been wonderful. Like I said, without you, we wouldn't have gone this far. On the GMAETS 41's channel, I am glad to inform you that as it stands today, we are a wonderful family and friends of 7,000 members. Yes, 7,000 on the GMAETS 41's channel, subscribers together with channel members. And so it's something that is worth appreciating. I really want to give you wonderful friends this round of applause. All right, thank you very, very much for always being there, supporting GMAETS 41. Thank you so much. Thank you. Without you, I don't think that we could have gone this far, right? I love you, friends, always from here at GMAETS 41. And I would never disappoint you, friends. No. The commitment is too absolute. The commitment is too absolute. Thank you once again. Now, I am also super happy to tell you, friends, that you see, our effort on this platform is worth it. It's worth it. For you, dear friends that have been following GMAETS 41, you are aware, especially during the preparation for JAM, how the GMAETS 41 has given his very best, both to our JAM lesson students in our physical lesson here in Awka, Anambra State, and then, of course, the steady online work. The GMAETS 41 kept delivering non-stop during the JAM preparation, all right? And even after the so-called glitch and whatever, the messed up results and other things, with this student being subjected to what I consider being unfair pressure to have them take, receipt for exam within 48 hours. I am super happy, tonight to inform you, friends, that from this channel, something wonderful has been happening from the result of our lovely students, the GMAETS 41 student. I am super happy to inform you, dear friends, as you always operate with GMAETS 41, that on this platform, our students have given it a hit. Yes. On the science area, we're able to hit 350, a wonderful performance, we can say. There are other 300s and above, okay? Well, you guys have not really seen me come on in the art session, but through our physical lesson, the GMAETS 41 also hosts art lessons, okay, because we don't want to just leave anyone out there. Although on the online platform, the GMAETS 41 focuses more on the sciences. I am actually looking forward to the time where we would bring in the art session as well to and have friends, okay, who are committed to delivering and giving the best to our scholars in this time we live in. I'm looking forward to actually bringing these art personalities, okay, to come and also showcase the best they have for the art scholars. But you know, project is something that is not just, you know, completed one day. It's a continuous process. From the art session of the GMAETS 41's physical lesson, this JAM 2025, I am super glad to inform you that we're able to hit 335 from that field of learning. So you see, it's really wonderful on the GMAETS 41's platform. Once again, an applause to you, dear friends. Thank you very much for being there. And it's important to inform you that this does not just stop with the JAM aspect. On this channel, for our dear students, you know, in advanced level, there have been wonderful first class. Yes, lots of first class from different angles, you know, of members of this channel. This really shows the importance and, of course, the effort that this channel is putting on to ensure that scholars, you lovely friends of GMAETS 41, continues to get the best. Sleepless nights, always thinking, what will I give to my friends in order to keep them active, especially at this time that there are a lot of things challenging you lovely friends in terms of your academic work. But you see, our God and helper Jehovah continues to give us the strength to move from strength to achieve greatness. Thank you, and thank you so much once again. Like I said, I'm super proud of you, dear friends, and I love you so much. Thank you for being there. Continue to share the link of this channel to your friends, to your classmates, to neighbors. Tell them of the wonders, all right, the academic wonders coming from the GMAETS 41, and encourage them to feel it. They should test it, okay, and feel the academic vibe from this channel. Like I said, this is a full-blown online school, a full-blown online library to help our scholars at different levels of learning. Thank you, and may God bless you, dear friends. Like I said, you've become one family integrated into GMAETS 41. With respect to this, I have decided to do something for you, dear friends, although this will target specifically friends from UNIZIK, but it doesn't still matter because it goes far and wide to scholars from different schools in Nigeria, those in 100 level, okay, and then also scholars from other part of the world that connect to our classes. So what is that? Once again, if you viewed the thumbnail, you would see something that points to test for unsaturation, and you will see a work that also points to physics practical. Of course, our dear friends in UNIZIK, this week I think you'll be dealing with refraction of light through rectangular glass block. And hence on this channel, these video lessons are made available for you. If you're taking your Chem 108 this week, test for saturation and unsaturation, you know, to determine the presence of alkane, alkene, and alkyne. Feel free, make use of this channel. Wonderful stuff in order to hit your score in this week's practical. And then you talk about the verification of Snell's law. You've got the wonderful video lesson, both the live video, you know, the live demonstration of the experiment, as well as the shortcut you can use in case you are choked with time in this, your practical this week. It's available for all subscribers. All right, it's not only for channel members only. I've decided to make it available for all of you. So at the end of this lesson of this information, you know, and what I'm just going to do on the board, you will see the thumb end screen rather that will direct you to this particular video. All right, just below the video, you see in the description section, where you have hashtag this, hashtag that, you would see the link to the two practical videos. One on chemistry practical, Chem 108, test for saturation and unsaturation, and the other for physics practical, Physics 108, where you are going to learn about verification of Snell's law, refraction through rectangular prism. So I've decided to make this available free to all of you subscribers, so you can share it to your friends also, okay, so they can benefit from it. There is nothing you are going to see in the laboratory that is not covered in these two videos. One for chemistry practical, the other for physics practical. It is important to inform you that going forward, GMAT 41 will be doing something also wonderful on this channel. And what is it? We will be hosting, live classes where we would bring up you, dear friends. So get ready. You appear live also, where we can have interaction. It could be that you have questions maybe from something you were taught, from school. GMAT 41 has decided and approved that opportunity to ensure that we have a co-host, okay, whereby we can bring you in live display. And of course, like I've always said, there are going to be things that, gifts that will be given to you scholars. Still figuring out how I would go about it. So get ready. Make sure you always stay tuned. Like I say, going forward from this week, I look forward to begin to hosting that for you, dear friends. Thank you very much. King of, I love your channel. Thank you. I love you too for always tuning in. Having given you this information, I would like us to move straight. The last question in chapter 3 of Physics 102 workbook for UNIZIK students. Yes, this is UNIZIK student workbook, but the information there is something that all students at this level, and in fact, either at lower level and even higher level, because the workbook belongs to those in 100 level, okay? But it still doesn't matter, because different level also can learn from this stuff we're about to do now, knowing that the scheme of work or curriculum, okay, course outline, they are somehow interwoven at different level of education. For example, the question we're about to solve now, even scholars in SS3, they need it. Those in SS2, they need it. JAM students, they need it. Some schools, some departments in 200 level and 300 level also needs it. So let us look at the question. I am going to copy the question on the board. I'm going to copy it on the board. A positive charge particle. A positive charge particle is shot with a speed of 2.5 times 10 to the power of 7 meter per second through a region. Where the magnetic induction is 0.05 Weber per square meter. This Weber per square meter is still the same as Tesla. If the particle moves along a direction that makes an angle of 30 degrees, with the magnetic field. And Henry, good evening. Vivian, good evening. You're welcome. I think the network interfered somewhere, perhaps along the way. Fabrizio Jr., we have submitted. Yeah, you may have submitted your workbook. It doesn't matter. Like I said, all the solutions to your workbook are already available on the GMAT 41. Even before you got admitted, many of your mates who already had access to it and had updated or entered the work into the workbook, or the solutions into the workbook. What I do here online is to teach. So it's my duty. I've decided to solve all the questions. I will keep going so you know how to solve them, all right? So there is no issue as to whether you have submitted or not. Learn how these are being solved, okay? Very important. So, from magnetic field. So question extracted from magnetic field. All right, so we have to calculate the charge that is experiencing this magnetic force. So you have to do is to substitute into this formula. This is the formula, then I make charge subject a formula from there, fix up the value, evaluate, and then the charge is 1.54 times 10 to the power of minus 27. All right, so I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Do have a wonderful night rest. And that reminds me, before I leave, like I said, just after now, you would see the thumbnail to your practicals, right? Your chemistry and physics practical for this week. It will appear. But there's something, this is a live class. So it will take some time for it to appear. It could be perhaps tomorrow morning. It can still be this night. So you can come back and check. However, you can quickly locate the video lesson, on these practicals. How can you do that? Just below this video, so go to the description section of this video. Just below the video, you would see the description section where you have hashtag this, hashtag, and click on it, and then you would see the link to the video that covers your practical for this week. Physics 108 practical on refraction of light through rectangular block, verification of Snell's law. You would also see the video lesson, all right, the link to the video lesson on your Chem 108, okay, test for saturation and unsaturation. So I encourage you to do so and then get to prepare for these practicals for this week. I wish you the very best in your practical this week. Good night.